Welcome back. How to get over gym anxiety using compassion. This is a big one. Something happened. I was having a conversation with someone online. They were basically saying, I'm never going to the gym again. So I want to tell you it's okay to suck at things you don't know how to do yet and why you shouldn't let uncertainty, a challenging start, or strangers keep you from the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 tips and mindset shifts to overcome gym anxiety and get support so you can take confident ownership of your path to freedom and fitness. Welcome back. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. Thanks for joining me. Compassion is a core value of the guilt free framework and pretty much everything I do, building adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. I want to tell you a little story about something that happened to someone I was talking with on Reddit. Don't laugh to start because it could be you. All right. It was clearly evident a few members from the gym were making a laugh out of my obese state and my failed attempts to initiate certain exercises. I could see them making fun of me from a distance, but never had the courage to confront them about it. One day I was doing body weight squats when I couldn't maintain the squat and just fell on my butt on the floor. A squeaky laughter erupted following my thud sound of dropping on the floor in the room. That did it for me. I'm never going back to the gym. So I got some weight, started doing some home gym workouts, and I feel nervous joining a gym. And I am starting to feel bored at home workouts due to a lack of proper atmosphere. So click like if this is something you can relate to. I think we've all been there, even if you have planned meticulously to do everything perfectly in your first few gym sessions, it doesn't quite work out that way. This could be like a horror story, the worst case scenario for you. But this is based on a true story. This really happens. You're not the only one who goes through this. So I want to share some compassion with you and get through this. All right. So the first thing to note is that does kind of suck when that happens. It's really unfortunate when it happens. I think everyone's had those gym moments. Next, once you get over that or just accept that that does suck, then you can start to manage it a little better. And this is something I do with clients when they have challenges that come up that, interrupt whatever flow they're doing, whatever goal they're working on, or trying to improve something. This is how we break it down so you can move through it and take confident ownership of your path here. So recognize it does kind of suck too. Taking a different perspective, how likely is it that falling actually looked funny? A lot of times when we are in situations, we imagine like, oh no, this is the most embarrassing thing ever. But if you were to see someone else fall when they were trying to do a squat, you might have a little chuckle, even if you were the person to go over there and offer them a hand. So I was sure to point that out talking with this person to let them know, like, hey, I know it does suck, but it could also be kind of a funny situation. And it kind of goes back to this point where people who try things that are adventurous for them or in new frontiers, they understand this process and they're not going to give you too much of a hard time about trying something new. It's okay to suck at things you don't know how to do yet. And I'm going to say that a couple more times probably. Awkward and embarrassing moments are a rite of passage. If you have one, you can comment it below because I feel like this is just such a common thing. And the more people understand that this is a normal situation, commonplace occurrence, then that can help people who are getting nervous about that start to overcome that or prevent that from keeping them out of the gym. All right. And then back to don't let uncertainty or a challenging start or strangers keep you from leading the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. The third tip I have is get a workout buddy, trainer, or join group fitness to start. This is a top strategy if you are unsure of what you're doing or if you don't want people to make fun of you or if you feel like you need safety in numbers. And these are really good ways. Having someone with more experience or even someone else who is new that can give you a sense of community in the gym, working with a trainer who can show you the exercises so you're less likely to fall directly on your butt, or joining a group fitness class. Usually the coach or whoever's leading the class will be able to talk you through it and tell you like, hey, this is something to look out for. Work at your level. Don't try to push yourself too hard. These kinds of things can give you a stronger start so you have more courage. You feel stronger and more ready for whatever could happen in the gym. And if you do happen to take a little tumble or something that goes a little weird, you can ask questions or recover quickly with the guidance of someone else. Right. And I was fortunate. You don't have the same ability, but I was working out with my dad like some 21 years ago, and I started to have a little gym anxiety. And he was good to point out that everyone starts somewhere when it comes to working out in the gym, lifting, or any new thing that you're trying. So keep that in mind that even like your favorite athletes or the strongest, stronger, Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever, like they all started with that first day in the gym, that first week, the first few sessions. So this is totally normal. It's something that you can overcome when you keep practicing, when you establish practice. Shout out to my dad. Love you, man. All right. So next, surround yourself with encouraging voices. This is a big one. If you are, always around people who are tearing you down or something like that, then you're going to be more likely to think that this is a problem if you have a stumble or a slip up in the gym. But if you surround yourself with encouraging voices, this can help you with all areas of your life, not just the gym life. So you can subscribe to my channel. I'd like to be a positive voice for you. And I also have the Health Confidence Club that helps you love your body and feel confident again without all or nothing crash diets, a little group support. We're working on some things together in there too. The fourth tip I have for you is your imagination is a fierce place. So when this person was talking about the people who were certainly laughing in the distance about them specifically and their obesity and their challenges or whatever specifically they were saying, what was really happening is that happens in your mind. And what you're doing is you're guessing what strangers might be thinking about you when you have no idea what they're actually talking about. You just see them in the distance and you think they're laughing. They could be laughing at some joke or something that happened earlier, but you are assuming that it's about you. And then that gets in your head and that can really mess you up. That seems like with a lot of things where you're seeing other people whisper or what do they even talk? You don't know, but in your head, your imagination can be really tough. So you want to take control of that, manage that, take ownership of it so it doesn't get out of control. And then you think like everything is about you because the gym's a big place. There's lots of people in there, and people usually aren't focused on anything besides themselves and what's immediately around them. So keep that in mind. The fifth tip I have for you here is try just walking on a treadmill for a few sessions. If you are wondering, how do I get started? How can I get in the gym? How can I get active? Just walking a little bit on the treadmill. That way you get more comfortable with it. You can see what's going on. You can get those active steps and go to the gym. That'll help you over time recover from that anxious feeling. So that's a really good strategy to keep in mind there. And six, try more things that have bad results. And this is something you can, whenever you try something new, you're not going to be good at it. It's okay to suck at things that you've never tried before. What happens is you might be really good at a lot of things you tried recently, but you haven't tried new things that you haven't been good at in a long time. So I came up with some examples like bake a pie that looks ugly and give it to your friends and then make fun of the pie together, right? Or try new skills, maybe salsa dancing. I'm going to give you ones that I know. Calligraphy when you're trying to, draw new letter forms, um, a 5K or mini golf, regular golf, top golf, anything that you're not likely to be good at when you first start it. Just to recognize that, it takes time to learn new skills and you're not going to be good at everything as soon as you try it. Or like learning a new language. I was trying to speak Spanish and I used a completely different word from what I was trying to communicate. Then you realize like, oh, it's okay to, develop these new skills and I might get made fun of a little bit. Probably not. I'm probably going to make fun of myself the most. And when you have more comfortability with that, then you can really start to do things that you find valuable without feeling held back or nervous or anxious about it. Like if you are intending to go to the gym, you want to go to the gym, you need to go to the gym. It's good to get that exercise. You don't want your thoughts or your fear of failure or confusion about, if you can do it to be a factor that keeps you from actually doing it. All right. So what I want to do now is leave you with a little poem that I have memorized called You Mustn't Quit by Edward Guest. And it's something to keep in mind in these challenging moments when things go wrong, as they sometimes will, and the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about when he might have won if he had stuck it out. Stick to the path, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with one more blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver lining of clouds of doubt, and you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you mustn't quit. And that is one of the poems that I have memorized that just it's good to have in mind when you're thinking about things going wrong. It's going to happen sometimes, and you just keep going, keep practicing, is what I always say on this channel. Stick to that fight, even though you fell on your butt in the gym. You'll be back, you'll recover from it. And there's also a link to my blog post below, Improve Memory and Business with Poetry, so you can learn more about why I memorize poems Why it's so fun? Remember, don't let uncertainty, a challenging start, or strangers keep you from the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. That's yours to claim. Don't let anyone keep you from that. And if you need more support, I got links in the description below. Hit like. And then next, you can watch The Real Reason You're a Perfectionist, Guilt Free Health Coach. This is my kind of in depth look at challenges you might be facing if you're having gym anxiety now. So that's today's message. As always, keep practicing. Peace.